Hey guys, my name is Rob and you are watching Bluegrass Profits. Today in this video we're doing retail arbitrage in my area. It's a 2-day journey because it's Saturday and Sunday, but we're going to stores you're familiar with such as TJ Maxx, Ollies, Bargain Hunt, as well as a Sierra. I have already spent $1,500 in 10 different stores and I'm looking to make about $2,300 in profit. One of the items that I found at a bargain hunt, there was nobody selling on Amazon, so I now became the only seller, which means I get all the sales. However, I think I had money signs in my eyes and I made the biggest mistake of my Amazon selling career. And I'm going to tell you what I did to rectify the situation. As of recording, I have not seen any negative feedback from this. So lessons learned and money lost, basically. But yeah, I'm going to show you all the stuff that I was picking up and whether or not it has already sold. So a lot of this is actually true profit and not potential profit anymore. So yeah, come along with me and I'm going to show you what we're finding. Shout out to this Lego fun that I found online. These dudes were making me, I think, like $9 to $10 a piece. And I sold 100 Lego sets, and I did it before Christmas. It was before December. So kind of unfortunate, but I sold out and I made a ton of money on those Lego sets. It was an online find, so that was awesome. Doing my duty to recycle my cardboard. I typically have a decent amount of it, so I have another load actually at the house. My car doesn't hold that much, so I'm gonna go get it. I'll come back. First up here, we're going to the bargain hunt. We're just going in and find something good. Here we have some Pantene Daily Moisture 2-in-1 shampoos. There's quite a few of them in there. I'm gonna check these out. So if you guys can ever find basically any kind of shampoo conditioner that's a 2-in-1, you should always scan them. This Pantene Color 2-in-1 combo here, it's $5 on the shelf. With my profits, it'll be $8 before cost of goods. So I'm actually going to stand to make about $3. So I decided I would pick up just about 2 of these. I'm kind of thinking about doing a test run on these, and then if these do start to sell, I'm coming back and I'm going to clean house of all the 2-in-1 colors that I can find. As I move on down the aisles, I'm coming across some laundry stuff, scanning for this Snuggle as well as this All. Basically, I don't think the listings are really popping up, let alone I can't sell some of this stuff. So that's part of the game. You can't sell everything you can scan, and even if you can, sometimes it's not worth it because they'll issue IP complaints. I do talk about an IP complaint later on in the video of a toy item that is a pretty big seller, but you need to make sure that the listings are always correct. So that'll be something to look out for. Here, I'm going to scan this Dixie paper plates. I have seen through storefront stalking of sellers that they do sell a lot of Dixie paper plates. This one in particular does not pull up, so I decided to pass on this, but always look out for Dixie paper plates. Here's another item that looked pretty good. This is Purina Fancy Feast 56 count treats. You can buy a 3-pack of these with certain flavors, selling them for stupid amounts. However, as I tried to list these, I was getting hit with a generic complaint, and Amazon wanted me to reach out basically stating the cause of this generic thing. It was something that was different to me and I didn't really understand it, so I decided to leave it alone. So then I made my way down into the toys section and I was looking for brands that I am familiar with. This one in particular is Fisher-Price. I can sell these, but this listing does not come up. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue around looking for brands that I am familiar with because I know I can sell them. Here I'm going to come across some Barbie items. There's, a sea of pink, but not everything is Barbie here. So I find this Barbie convertible car, and there is actually like no reviews on this item. It does pull up, but with the cost of this item, it's not going to be worth my while after fees, so I pass on this. And then, you know, just continuing down the way. And next I'm gonna come across at the end of the aisle is gonna be these Disney scepters. I did pick this up in my last video. It was a different version of these. You know, so these are still, I think they were $12 here. And with the listing, I'm really not gonna make anything but 40 cents. Therefore, I'm gonna go ahead and just put this back on the shelf because it's not gonna be worth my while to pick this up. All right, so here I have this Godzilla toy. It is the 2004 Godzilla. And, you know, basically when I started selling on Amazon last year, I sold a ton, and I am talking a ton of Godzilla and King Kong toys. These toys are basically where I got my start with Amazon. So when I saw these, I figured I would go ahead and give them a scan. And I'm kind of glad I did because these are $10 in store and they're selling for $34.99. Basically, I'm gonna stand to make about $10 each for these, and it's a pretty good rank, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab all 5 of these. I did see one in the other aisle, just kind of sitting there by itself. So I'm gonna take these 5, swing around to the other side, and grab that 6th one. Definitely very sporadic here, but I come back across the store. I find these Oreos with different flavors. However, the expiration date was set to expire pretty soon, so I was not going to be able to send these into Amazon. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass on all of these items. So I came back for those shampoos, and I happened to notice this Burt's Bees kids toothpaste. And I know in another video that I watched from The Winds of Change, he found these and sold them pretty well. So I started looking around on the shelf, trying to find more of them. And what I come to find out is they're actually in these boxes, sold as a set, do not separate. So there's 4 a piece in these, and you got 1, 2 boxes, 3, and you just got a ton of these. And when I just looked, they're completely sold out on Amazon. Keepa said that they were selling for upwards of $35 a piece. If you notice, these are only $6. Therefore, they're $1.50 a piece. I could sell them for $25 and make 16 a piece, which means $64 a box. So I'm buying all of these. Hey guys, I just walked out of Bargain Hunt. What I'm doing now is I am listing these bad boys as FBM. They kind of expired between February and March 2023, so FBM, I can send them out. These are selling pretty well. There was nobody on the listing. I just looked, there's 2 more people on the listing. Amazon is letting me sell these for $17.94. I keep getting hit with a high price item. And it's not letting me list. Therefore, I am listing these at $17.94. I'm gonna estimate my profit to be about $13.75. I picked up 18 of these packs. There's 4 inside, that's 72 total. That puts me just under $1,000 in profit. So that was a hell of a pickup. Here at Bargain Hunt, I ended up getting tax exempt. I haven't been using my tax exempt in the past. I realize now I need to start. 18 boxes of those and 6 of those Godzilla toys. Walked out of there with $168 was my spend cost, and I should look to make $1,050 in profit. So that is impressive, needless to say. So stay tuned. I'm going to be letting you know throughout the day as I shop here if these toothpastes are starting to sell. If they are, I have another Bargain Hunt a little bit north of me. I'm going to just have to make the drive to go there and look for that one item. So stay tuned. We're going to keep shopping. So this tube of toothpaste is actually going to be the worst mistake that I have made in my short Amazon career. The reason for this is I picked up this fluoride-free box when I listed it in the car for FBM. I only had one of these boxes, and I had 17 of the fluoride version. Spoiler alert, I did not sell any of these on Saturday when I'm out shopping, but I did sell 4 overnight, and then I sold 30 total for the next 2 days. These customers obviously were not getting the fluoride free, they were getting the fluoride. And I was kind of freaking out because you always hear about if you get hit with too many negative reviews, people won't buy from you. Amazon basically shuts your account down, yada, yada. And I wanted to avoid that at all costs. So what I did was I reached out to a few other resellers and just asked them what they would have done in this situation. A couple of them said that they would maybe wait till the customer potentially realizes it and then sends me a message asking for a refund, return, replacement, whatever. Others, said maybe just refund them. I took the approach of I don't want to get any negative feedback. So what I did was I reached out, I sent an email to all 22 customers, basically told them there was a mix-up of the inventory. And then from there, I told them, keep the item, don't worry about returning it. You may or may not have received the correct item, but either way, keep it, throw it away. I'm sending you your money back. So I refunded all 22 customers, $14.99 a tube. That was $450 in sales that I refunded to the customers. Cost of goods was $1.50, so I lost $45 there. And then with shipping for all 22 orders was roughly around $120 to ship out. So in the end of it, I'm negative probably about $175. So very big lesson learned here. On the bright side, there was a listing for the 3-pack of these fluoride toothpaste. So I took the remaining 42 that I had, changed it all to the 3-pack, and I actually started selling these, and I've sold 10 already. So I've sent out another 30 tubes. However, the profit is a little bit less, but I'm just happy to get these out the door. At $34 FBM, fees take me to $28 by the time I receive my money. Cost of goods is $4.50, takes me down to $24, and then roughly $8 to ship this. So I'm making $16 for every 3, and I have 14 total. So you can do the math, making some money there. All right, so we've arrived at store number 2. What we are doing here, we're going to Ollies. Get a shop around, look to see what I can find. Hopefully it's gonna be good. I'll let you know in a moment what we got. So I'm not sure how well you can hear me, but I just found some more of these Neutrogena shampoos. These are the 12-ounce bottles. I'm taking all of these. They're currently $7 in store. I'm selling them for like $32 on the line, so that's a pretty good pickup there. So happy to find that. If you watched my last video, you saw that I picked up a Revlon box color and I sold it before I ever left the store. So I came back and started scanning more Revlon items. I did come to realize I probably should be selling the 3-pack instead of the individuals, and I'd have more success. Moving on, I go ahead and scan a couple of Aveeno products here. We're not finding any listings. If you guys need help getting ungated in Aveeno, reach out in the comments and I'd be happy to share with you what I used to get ungated. It was an online distributor. Happy to share because we're all in this together. Moving around this, health and beauty island, as some people call them, I come across this Colgate 2-pack of toothpaste with a Batman. Basically, I'm only going to make a couple dollars and I'm competing with Amazon, so I'm going to pass on these like I did at another store. And then I'm going to look across to my other side and I find some Hot Wheels items. I just made a big run on Black Friday and picked up Hot Wheels at Big Lots. They were 50% off toys, so I picked up a ton of Hot Wheels, and a lot of those have already sold, but I didn't film that just because for the sake of time and it being Black Friday, I wanted to get home to the family for dinner. So that's pretty much those. Toys right now are not really worth it. You guys may have heard that Ollie's Army Night is coming up for 25% off of toys. Some of these might be worthwhile going after. However, this video is going to be released after Ollie's Army Night, so hopefully you caught it. And then here, I found a Tech Deck just randomly sitting here. It does pull up, but it does not make any money. Last year, Tech Deck was the toy to have. Walmart had a special feature. They had tons of inventory, and people were selling these left and right, FBM, and it was probably the #1 item next to the Magic Mixies. So if you guys cop those, let me know in the comments and let me know that I missed out last year because I did not have any of those. All right, so just walked out of Ollies. Again, I used my tax exempt and I paid $161 because I rounded up to donate to Toys and Tots, kind of as I felt bad. But all I did in this store was I picked up those Neutrogena shampoo bottles. If you guys saw my last video that I put out, I sold a significant amount where I made over $1,700 just in those shampoos. This one is the 12-ounce bottle. The last one was 6 ounces. But the 12-ounce bottles still sell just as well. I believe they were going for almost $40, and I picked up 23 of these. Gives me a net profit of $21 a piece, which is like $484 and change or so. So I'm going to be sending those in ASAP. Those toothpastes that I picked up at the last one still have yet to sell, although another seller, there was 3 with me. One seller has already dropped off the listing, so I bet they're coming. So hang tight, they're coming. I know they are. We're going to another store, TJ Maxx, just down the road. I'm going to look for a few items there, and then I might have to make an Ollies run going after these shampoos. Heading into TJ Maxx and then over to Sierra. So if you guys watched my last video, you'll remember that I was coming to TJ Maxx looking for this buffalo plaid outfit. Here I actually found one, and this was a size 6 months. You have to be careful because the boys have no ruffles on the sleeves, whereas the girls have ruffles. But both still make money, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and actually find this Nike outfit. This is kind of like, I guess it's like a one piece because it's all together. I don't really know what you call these outfits. But nonetheless, these Nike outfits, they're size 9 months, and they're making a decent amount of profit. And there's 4 of them on the shelf here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab all of these. I'm gonna check out, and then I'm gonna head next door, and we are gonna go to Sierra. Here at Sierra, I've sold a lot of winter coats just this past couple months. And so I am looking to see if they have restocked on any of them. And I did happen to find some of these Under Armour boys youth large coats. They are $40 in the store. MSRP on these guys are $85. And I've listed these and sold them for $85 to $90 a piece on Amazon. So there's 4 here in the store. So I'm going to grab all 4 of these and then just kind of see what else I can possibly find. Moving on down to the women's, well, I guess girls' coats. I have scanned these in the past. They're just not profitable, and the rank is kind of super high. So now that I kind of remember that, I'm just going to go ahead and skip all of these. It'd be different. I think I do actually have one of these, and it has yet to sell. So had it sold, I probably would have came back and picked them all up. I did sell one of these. It was more of like a mint green color with similar stripes on the sleeves. And that one, I had 4 of those, and those all sold really fast. So just be mindful of those variation listings. Just because it has a good rank doesn't mean it sells. And then here I find this Under Armour coat on clearance. It's ringing up for $29. Not really sure why it's on clearance for $29. I kind of, do a full inspection of the item. I'm thinking there's something wrong with it, but from what I could find, I couldn't find it. So this is another one of those high sales or low sales rank rathers. And I did happen to look through the variations, and there was a couple of reviews on it. So I'm going to take the chance on this guy and buy this. All right, so just got back. I went to TJ Maxx and Sierra. At TJ Maxx, I ended up spending $240.81. I bought a couple of different things, a lot of baby outfits kind of for the season. I ended up finding some Nike slides, which was awesome. Those were pretty cheap. Got tax exempt the first time there. TJ Maxx, they actually take your tax exempt card, so I have to go get another one. That way I can run around. Sierra, I spent $200.30. I did pay tax, $11.34. The thing with Sierra is you go online and you submit your receipt, and they will debit or credit, whatever, the tax back to your card or however you paid it. I've done this twice now and they've issued it back to me, and they said they will set me up with an account, but they have yet to tell me how that works. So I'm just gonna go ahead and submit another receipt to customer support and get my $11.34 back, since they still have yet to tell me how it works. I'm gonna run all this stuff home, gonna grab a coffee, mainly for the wife, and then I'm gonna look, and I might make a nice little run going northbound to another Ollies and maybe another bargain hunt. Again, those toothpaste have yet to sell, but I'm confident they're gonna sell quick. Hey guys, and welcome back. This is day number 2. I'm going to another Ollies here. I'm looking more for those shampoos and then anything else I can find pretty quick. I was looking on the maps, and I had 2 bargain hunts that I planned on going to. They're actually permanently closed, so I guess I'm not going to any more bargain hunts. But I have sold 4 of those toothpaste, so I now have 68 left. Check this out, guys. We just found another batch of them, so this was worth the trip to come here. So let's go ahead and throw those in the cart before anybody else tries to get them. Here we have this Dove foaming bath salts. That's $3.99 here in the store. It's gonna make a profit of $5.40 before the cost of goods. So then when you subtract your $4, you're only making $1.40. So I'm gonna pass on that one. I've been told Dead Sea Collection issues IP complaints, so that'd be, some advice to stay away from that one. All right, so here we have this Colgate Batman 2-pack. Amazon's on the listing at like $16.40. And it's $5 here in the store. I could send this in, make about $3.27 is what it's estimated at. Amazon, like I said, is on the listing, but it's $240 in sales rank, so I think it's worthwhile. So I think I'm gonna grab all these. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like $21. So I might I'll rethink on that one. Because you spend $35 to make $21. Not terrible. We'll see. So Band-Aids do sell pretty well and pretty fast. There's a lot here. I can list these as a 4-pack. However, I'm only going to make like $1.50, so not worth my time. I'm gonna spend $16 to make $1. Math doesn't add up for that one. Monsters and Ink here, $10 in the store. It says it can sell for about $32 online currently. 67,000 sales rank. Pretty good, so I'm gonna snag these 3 here that I found. So here I found this Pokemon set here. The brand on this says it's Tomy, T-O-M-Y. This has an IP complaint written all over it, not for Pokemon, but for that listing, because the brand is not Pokemon and they're very protective. So watch out for something like that. So as I'm just kind of meandering around the store, I did happen to come across some of these Playtex bras. And when I start to scan these, I'm noticing there's like 1 to no sellers on a lot of these listings. And they have a ton of reviews, and the rank is actually pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Keepa and try to figure out what's going on with these. Basically, they're hot items and they sell very well. And when I go through the variations, I'm looking for ratings and reviews, and a lot of these do sell. So I think I'm going to take the chance on some of these, pick a few up, and see if they start to sell. If they do, I'm going to come back for all of them. All right, guys, so I just walked out of Ollies, and I ended up spending $336 there. I picked up more of that shampoo. And then I also was kind of dabbling in a little bit. I found some Playtex bras. There was a lot more on the shelf, but I decided I would only take a handful. Reason for this, I didn't have any 10% off coupons for Ollies right now, so I'll get one probably next week. I'm gonna send these in. If they start to sell, then I know I can come back and get these. I was making like $10 to $12 each on those, I believe. And then I also picked up some bed skirts I talked about in my last video that I did not buy. Probably should have, because they sold out. So I bought like 5 of them today. There's only 1 other seller, but good rank, good reviews, so I'm pretty confident with that. So, and then I did just walk out of TJ Maxx. I really didn't film much in there. just because it was a little bit more busy. But I did score these snowsuits from Carter's. I picked those up like a week ago at a different trip. And those actually already sold pretty much the moment they checked into Amazon. So I found 2 more again, same sizes, so I know they will sell. I paid $15 and I sold them for $65, which I think I had like $37 in profits. So I'm gonna get those into the next shipment and get sent out here. Change of plans. There's another TJ Maxx on the way to this other Ollies, so I'm gonna stop here first. So check it out. Let's go. I would say I'm taking a chance on this one. The wife happened to tell me that if I could find a ruby woo color, they were worthwhile to pick up. So I'm just kind of going through looking for all of these. When I do scan them, yeah, I do make a little bit of money, and the sales rank on these are really good. I think it's like $4 profit each. Throughout this whole entire journey, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up about 16 lipsticks through all of my TJ Maxx runs. Cliniques here. We have a quick eyeliner for eyes. This is going to be hard to see. I think this is violet. There's also a blue-gray one. I think I'm going to grab all of these. I'll show you on the screen. So I just left that TJ Maxx. I actually picked up a ton of makeup items, all Clinique and MAC. Again, I have a video on how I got ungated in that. I'll link that one at the end. That's how I got ungated in the beauty category as well. A ton of Clinique and a ton of MAC lipsticks and lip liner or eyeliners. I don't know what they are. You know, just getting more comfortable standing in the beauty section. It's still not as bad as bras and underwear, but we're getting there. We're going to the last Ollies here, and then I've got to head home. All right, here is the last store. I'm gonna give this a try, see what we find. All right, so I found some more of the Frozen dolls, 3 here. I'm gonna take all these and then just see if I can't find any more hidden on the shelf. Last store, heading into another TJ Maxx. This will be the last one, see what we can find. Looking for more makeups as well as these hot Christmas item, maybe some more of the Carter's snowsuits if we can find them. All right, looking for Ruby Woo to start with. And here's 2 of them. So what else we got? And a 3rd and a 4th. Picked this up at the last store. Black Onyx, taking that one. Probably need to check this. Oh, that's steep. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this weekend's shopping trip. I did another TJ Maxx store there, and I picked up like 5 or 6 more of those lipsticks, as well as that one Clinique. I don't even know what it was. Mascara of some kind. So we spent a lot. If you're still here, thank you for joining me on this journey. Hopefully now you guys can go out and find some of these items yourself. So I'll see you on the next one.